The former national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Prince Uche Secondus, has accused the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, of being the mastermind of the current charged political atmosphere in Rivers State. The former PDP national chairman made the accusations on the heels of Wike's incessant feud with the Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara, saying the FCT minister had been demarketing the state because the governor had blocked all loopholes that could grant him access to the revenues in the coffers of the state. Secondus alleged that Wike had instructed his aides and political allies to continuously malign and sabotage the peace, progress, and prosperity of Rivers State by ceaselessly attacking the governor and other leaders of the state in the media. Joining me on the news at this time to make sense of all of this is engineer Legborsi Yamaabana, is MNSE chairman of Rivers State Ethnic Youth Leaders Coalition. Thank you for your time. Now, is it within the constitutional right of the governor to actually order the relocation of the assembly, given the assembly sitting, given the reasons he gave that the place needs an overhaul?
Thank you very much, my brother, for having me this evening. Answering your question straight on, it is within the responsibility and duty of the governor to visit any government-owned properties within the states. And so the visit of the governor to the assembly quarters shouldn't generate any reaction whatsoever. But the reaction that Nigerians have seen is not far-fetched. It is consequence to the fact that the 25 members that are still laying claim to be members of assembly, they know they are no longer members of assembly. And that is why the governor's visit sends a stream of jittery into their spine. And it is also the reason why the hula baloo surrounding the governor's visit. And that will not stop the governor from rebuilding that quarters if it has failed integrity tests, as referred to by the civil engineering world. Because if the assembly quarters is no longer habitable, the governor must step in. The purpose and primary reason for governance is to protect lives and properties. What if these assembly members are in their bedroom one day and that place collapses and crush them to death, God forbid? So the governor demands and deserves commendation other than this political blackmail that the former members of assembly, that is popularly referred to Beer Parlor Committee of Friends in Rivers State, are doing. And so, as for us, as youth leaders across the states, we want to commend the governor for that timely visit and call on him not to be deterred by any shenanigans that is playing out. If there's need for that assembly to be rehabilitated and refurbished, he should go about it with immediate alacrity.
All right. Interesting phrase you used there. But let me take you back to something you said. Now, Rivers State High Court in Port Harcourt granted an interim injunction restraining pro-Wike Speaker of the State House of Assembly, talking about Martin Amaole, and 24 other members from parading themselves as legislators. Now, you said that as of now, according to you, there are no more members of the House. But what becomes of their fate politically?
Well, like the learned Sikh Femi Falana once said, they didn't seek wise counsel before they defected from the party that sponsored them into the House. And the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, particularly Section 109, subsection 1G, is explicit. By virtue of their resignation, it automatically means resignation. By virtue of their defection, rather, means resignation. They have resigned their membership of the House. So all they can do right now is to go back to their new party and wait when INEC come up with timetable for election. They can approach their party to contest to return if their party so wish to feud to them. Otherwise, they should stay their peace. They shouldn't cause any sort of crisis and violence in Rivers State because their body language and action stipulate and suggest that they are trying to, bring this state into unavoidable crisis. They are trying to bring this state into Rivers people has resolved. They cannot cause crisis. So that is not an option for them. I have just told you the option that they can explore, which I think is the best option at this time. Nobody forced them to resign. They are adults. They took those decisions on their own. If someone forced them to resign, they should come and tell us. Because my brother, you see, there are precedents in this country. You remember the court once sacked 20 lawmakers in Cross River States and other legal precedents. The Supreme Court has deliberated and deliberated on this severally. If I were in their shoes ab initio, I could have consulted and seek legal and wise counsel. But they did this in a hurry, ostensibly to hoodwink the governor, not knowing that they were digging their own pits. So it is quite unfortunate.
All right. Now, I mean, looking at all the drama and impasse happening between the governor and, of course, his predecessor, one will but wonder if at all of this, is sort of constituting a distraction for the governor in terms of governance and administration. Is that what, is obtainable?
One could have thought so. But for the kind of governor we have in Rivers State, the man is not deterred. As I speak to you from about Tuesday next week, this week, because today is Sunday, to early next month, there are activities lined up for the governor to mark his 1 year in office. Not mere activities, not fanfares. These are activities you can feel and touch. They are tangible, such as the commissioning of the Old Bory Road, the youth empowerment scheme, and a lot of other activities that are just too numerous to mention. So this governor has performed some magic in the polity of Nigeria that haven't been fought to the extent that his predecessor, his successor rather, predecessor, that is the former FCT minister, has fought him. He is still not deterred. He is still committed to serving the Rivers people and to deliver on his campaign promises to our people. And I want to tell you, because a lot of narratives are now going that the governor is anti the president. The governor, in 2023, during the electioneering period, came to all Rivers people when he went to all the local governments and appealed to us to vote for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And in the face of this crisis, just recently, the governor has also called all stakeholders in the states, in Rivers State, and he has directed us in advance.
All right, Engineer Yamaabana.
Mr. President.
Engineer Yamaabana, thank you so much for being on the news. We are pressed for time, but we appreciate your contribution on the news. Thank you once again.